Family, take a look at the title of this article. Now, you all knew I was going to touch on this as soon as I had time. There were much bigger issues to fry and deal with, but we definitely have to get into this one because, as you all know, recently, our brother TBA, much respect to Jason Black, put 3 billboards in the New York area. And one of those billboards was actually referring to this case, which is bigger than Christian Cooper. And we're going to get to that in this breakdown here. Look at the title of this article. Why Christian Cooper refuses to cooperate with prosecution against Amy Cooper. Now, it's no coincidence that after brother Jason Black put that billboard up, they decided to press charges on this bastard. Alabastrous, rather. But we're going to touch on that later. Let's get into this article. I'm going to point some important things out to you about this situation. Okay? So now, as you see, take a look. On the left, you see this is Amy Cooper. And on the right, that's Christian Cooper. Now, for those of you that are under a rock somewhere, yes, he is a member of the Black LGBTQ community. But let's get into this article because we're going to point out some very important things here. While the Manhattan District Attorney pursues charges against Amy Cooper, a white woman who was filmed calling the cops on Christian Cooper, a black man, after he asked her to leash her dog in Central Park, Christian will not be cooperating in the investigation. After the video went viral in late May, just a day before Black Lives Matter protests erupted across the country following the police killing of George Floyd. Again, these protests are about more than George Floyd. Rest in peace to our brother, but it's bigger than him. Just as this issue is bigger than Christian Cooper, and we're going to get to that. Amy reportedly lost her job and issued a public apology for her behavior. The video that Christian, who bears no relation to Amy, filmed shows Amy calling the police, claiming there's an African-American man threatening my life. It's conduct that embodies to many the casual way in which white people weaponize their whiteness. Oh, you don't say. And 911 calls against black people. As the Black Lives Matter protesters have demonstrated over the past several weeks, such interactions between police and black people can oftentimes be fatal. No, it's not just the Black Lives Matter protesters that have exhibited that. History itself has shown that that's how Emmett Till, entire towns have been burned to the ground. Black towns have been burned to the ground because of these goddamn Karens. But let's continue. We'll get into that. On Monday, Amy was charged with filing a false report, a misdemeanor that could land her a 1-year sentence behind bars. Christian, however, isn't interested in pursuing charges. Oh, we gonna get the why too against her. In a statement per the New York Times, Christian said, on the one hand, she's already paid a steep price. That's not enough of a deterrent to others asking the question now. Bringing her more misery just seems like piling on. So if the DA feels the need to pursue charges, he should pursue charges, but he can do that without me. Let's break some of this down before we continue. This son of a bitch is saying, and son of a bitch that I'm referring to is this little rainbow bastard here. He's saying that she's already paid a steep price. What steep price? A white person getting fired from a job means nothing in a system of white supremacy where they can go and get another one because there's always another white supremacist looking out for them. Y'all haven't realized that by now, by how quickly these police officers that murder us, when they do decide to lock them up, look how quickly they post bail. The entire white supremacist society comes together to support them. Now, let's go on further here. This bastard is talking about that's not enough of a deterrent to others. There was no consequence. Even with the so-called 1-year jail sentence, it should be far more than that for trying to call in your damn murder. That's not enough of a deterrent. See, I'm going to tell y'all why he said that. Then the next section, he's saying bringing her more misery just seems like piling on. So if the DA feels he needs to pursue charges, he should pursue them without him. That's what he's saying. So this motherfucker think that she was caused some kind of misery? What misery? When those white people lose their jobs, they're not sitting around crying about that shit. That's a minor consequence. See, in a system of white supremacy, it's different for you, black person, even if you LGBTQ, because see, you want to be a white woman. That's what you want to be. Look at his habits, where he was. Now, I'm not condemning everybody that's bird watching and saying all of you are in the LGBTQ community, but you have to look at these habits that these people have. See, the reason why he doesn't want to press charges on her, he feels a kinship to her. He thinks in his head, hey, that's my white sister. So we just had a misunderstanding. He doesn't view himself as a black man in any sense of the word. That's why he's making that statement. Do y'all see where I'm going with that? Oh, I'm going to make it make sense. I'm going to lay it all out. Look at this tweet here that one Twitter user here, Melody Cooper, said. Listen to this. Oh, when Karens take a walk with their dogs off leash in the famous Bramble in New York's Central Park, where it is clearly posted on signs that dog must be leashed at all times, and someone like my brother, an avid birder, this is sister here, politely asked her to put her dog on the leash. Now, his sister was the one that raised the issue. Keep that in mind now as we continue. Keep that in mind. It wasn't him. It was his sister that had to make a big deal about it. Christian's decision was met with controversy as it comes amid widespread calls to defund the police and the injection of abolitionist frameworks into the mainstream. Those opposed to his decision argue that Amy should face the material consequences of the justice system in order to be made an example, just like everybody else would have. Just imagine if black people went around calling the cops on white people like they do us for no damn reason. And look at what kind of penalty would be behind that. I digress. We're gonna go on further because it's a lot to break down here. This Twitter user Sincerely Tops. She has a great tweet that I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna put some context behind that. A producer of Black Canvas TV wrote, "This isn't just about Christian Cooper," which she's right. To be honest, it's much bigger than him. Amy Cooper should absolutely be charged. Perhaps it will serve as a lesson and a deterrent to others who think they can play around with the lives of black people. The only problem I have with what this sister said here, black people, listen to me. We have to stop trying to sugarcoat and tap dance around things. Don't just say a deterrent to others. Call out who the others are. White supremacists that think they can use an unjust system of white supremacy to get black people killed. Say that shit for what it is. It's time out for sugarcoating shit. We don't have time for that. Y'all see, a lot of y'all, man, are so stuck on trying not to be offensive to them. These people are trying to fucking kill you. All of us. Call this shit for what it is if you're going to stand up and say something. That's the only thing I would direct any sisters. See, sisters and brothers alike, but I'm really talking to my sisters. Y'all are the more compassionate of the two of us in black society. Y'all have to put that shit down, man. Put it all the way the fuck down. We at war with these damn people. Call that shit what it is. I'll read on further here. Still many, especially abolitionists, have praised Christian's decision as contributing to an anti-incarceral future in which true justice will not rely on the very system that thousands are currently protesting against. Now, y'all see this bullshit. See, when you do something stupid in black society as a black person, when you not for punishing white people for the same shit that they will punish you for, oh, they're going to pat you on the head. You a good one. You one of the good little Negroes. Until you are the next Botham Jean, or the next George Floyd, or the next Breonna Taylor, or the next Tatiana Jefferson. I could go on and on with that. See, that's the problem with a lot of y'all in that black LGBTQ community. You really do think that you're an other. You really do think that you Racism and white supremacy does not affect you like the rest of us. Your blackness is your uniform. Whether you like it or not, you can't take it off. Your sexuality doesn't supersede that in any place and time in the minds of white people. In your demented mind, it does, but not with white society. We're going to read on here. As Jose Duffy Rice, president of the criminal justice news outlet, The Appeal, wrote over a series of tweets, we don't have to charge Amy Cooper, and we shouldn't charge Amy Cooper. Y'all hear this bullshit? Charging her is the easy solution. Well, it's the solution y'all give us, and that's the solution we want. The hell with that. It's the easy way out, and it reinforces the idea that justice can only be found in the disastrous incarceration system we've created. Oh, now y'all care about it, but y'all wouldn't care about this shit. Do they talk like this when it's black people? All these black people, you know, mass incarcerated. Some are innocent of the shit that they've been charged and sitting in prison behind for years. Man, y'all, that's disgusting, man. See, that's why I can't stand no damn coon, man. But we're going to read on. It's very hard to sit with the idea that someone like Amy Cooper shouldn't be charged because we are constantly convinced that this is the system through which justice is done. But I urge you to sit with it. Ask yourself what criminal charges do to Amy Cooper that hasn't already been done. Has she not faced consequences? She did something absolutely horrible. She just lost her job, her dog, her personal business was on the front page of the paper. We all know her face and story. Yes, we are supposed to know her face and story. Fuck that mayonnaise bitch. You tried to get a black person killed. See, this is bigger than this little confused fruitcake that's sitting up here talking about forgive, and she always faced enough consequences. Fuck that. You damn right. If you're a white supremacist and a racist, I want you to join the rest of your people that's showing their ass and showing black folks, look, niggas, we can't stand your motherfucking ass. I have more respect for them because they on Front Street with it. Oh, no, if we gonna have this white supremacy, man, we need to have it out in the open. Fuck that. See, that's why I'm neither a liberal nor conservative, but I appreciate the open racism of a Republican. They let you know up front where they stand with you. That's what I'd rather know. I want to see my enemy right in front of me. I don't want you smiling behind my back like a damn liberal, a white liberal, claiming that you like me when all you want to do is stab me in my fucking back. If you're gonna be my enemy, I want to see you right in front of my face. That's where y'all need to be, black family. That's why I can't wait to Trump win again. I don't support the bastard, but we need him in there because he has forced a lot of people to take their fucking head out their ass and look and see what white supremacy really is, because this is in your face now. You seeing what white people really act like when you see all these videos of them calling everybody nigga and running up, trying to pull these little Karen calls and all this bullshit. They showing you what they really want this whole country to be. They're showing you. Black folks don't need to go back to sleep distracted by sports and all this other bullshit. You need to see what these people really think of you. That's what we need. But let's continue further here. Let's continue further. Christian and avid bird watcher previously spoke to the Times about the incident. It's not about her, he said. Listen to this bastard now. What she did was tap into a deep vein of racial bias. And it is that deep vein of racial bias that keeps cropping up that led to much more serious events and much more serious repercussions than my little dust up. He thinks it's a little dust up because I told you all, he thinks there's some kinship with him and that white woman that he wants to be like. I guarantee you, if you look at his so-called dating history or whatever, it's some white men lined up in it. I promise you that. My little dust up with Amy Cooper, the murder of George Floyd, and the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. And before that, Amadou Diallo and Patrick Dorsman and Eric Garner and Taria Rice. Now, that's what's so disgusting about this whole situation. This motherfucker knows what white supremacy has done to black people. I don't want that to be lost on y'all. Look at all these names that this motherfucker just read in his statement here. Look at all of that. He knows these things. That lets you know he's thinking, I'm not like you niggas over there. Oh, no, I'm not like you straight black people. Oh, no, I am different. In my head, I'm a white woman. That doesn't apply to me. Yeah, let that sink in. Yeah, see, and you know, that's the end of that article there. But see, family, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. and I'm gonna make myself clear so that if you are in the black LGBTQ community and you find this story, or if you're on this channel, let me tell you something. I don't have a problem in the world with your lifestyle choice or what you do. But this shit that this son of a bitch just did right here, that's off code. That's off code. We are in a war. If you gonna be that way and that's your lifestyle, that's your business, do what you do. But when you know history, when you see what happened to Emmett Till, when you look at what happened to not just Black Wall Street, but when you look at what happened to Slocum, Texas, several other black towns, look back at your history. And you gonna tell me that we fighting to get these people punished for the shit they've always done to us, and you gonna think it's just a little dust up and you putting your damn sexuality ahead of your race? Because that's what he's doing. He's trying not to offend his white boo things that he want to be appealing to. I'm gonna put this question before those of you in the LGBTQ community that are black. I have to ask you this question. Cause see, most straight black people just say, fuck it. I'm looking at you like this. If you're black first, I don't have a problem with you. But I want those of you who are black first, if you found this story, this is a question you're gonna have to start challenging those in your community. Even if you have to do it in private. Y'all got private, y'all gonna have to get this straightened out. Even if you have to do it in private, it's what I'm saying. Ask them this question. Where is your pride as a black person? Because you know you still black. Most of you do. You know you still black. Where is your pride that you say, I'm supposed to be somebody's doormat? My life is not important that you can try to call up a damn hit on me, because that's what she was trying to use the police as. Listen to that video of that woman making that damn false call on that man. She was trying to get him killed. He was nowhere near her. He wasn't touching her. But see, his life does not mean anything to him. And not only does his life not mean anything to him over his sexual access, the lives of other black people don't mean anything to him. Y'all see why we have a problem with y'all, some of y'all that do that? I'm not going to put all of you in the same boat. For those of you that have the Christian Cooper mentality, fuck y'all. We ain't got no love for y'all. Y'all don't have no place among us. You damn right I got a problem with that kind of gay person. Yes, I do. That's bullshit. Where the hell your pride at? If you supposed to be gay, the pride that y'all always talking about, gay pride, does that not include value for your life that you always screaming about when you're running around talking about homophobia in the black community? We not killing y'all. We are not killing y'all nowhere near the numbers that white people are. The only way, and I'm going to say this again, I've said it before on my channel, the only way that you find most of y'all getting killed is two ways. Those people that you date in your own community kill y'all, or you run out here trying to fool straight black people and then they end up killing you. Other than that, nobody's just running around hunting down no gay people. The police are not killing black folks because you gay. They're killing us because you wearing that uniform you can't take off that you was born into this world with. I'm going to tell y'all something. For those of you who are gay and black first, y'all got a heavy fight on y'all hands, man. You either going to stand over here with us or you going to stand over there with them. But when you stand over there with the Christian Coopers, just know that you're not coming back over here to us. Because we telling y'all right now, all of us going to have to fight. Before I close this out, let me say it this way. Imagine if the police had showed up and believed everything that this woman was saying. This filthy bag of dog shit was saying about him. He was nowhere near her. He wasn't touching her. Imagine if those race soldiers showed up and did what they normally do to black people in those situations. To the black LGBT community, I want you to think about that. See, I have a problem with these traitors because that's what he is, a traitor to our race. like Christian Cooper, not only because they put straight black people in danger, they put all of us in danger. Y'all always want to holler about all Black Lives Matter. Well, don't they all matter? You all should have a problem with his off-code ass. That's up to you guys to check that in that community. Because if you're going to stand with us, that's what you're going to have to do in totality. You can't be holding out hope that you're going to be a white gay man's replacement like this bastard. So that being said, I'm going to close it right there. Black first. I'll see you all in future content. Stay safe, Black family.